Hey guys, what's up? SB here. I am your host for the evening, and I wanted to make this is somewhat of a trailer. Those of you guys saw, I recently dropped Memoirs of a Fragrance, talking about the first fragrance in many episodes to come, which was Lalique Lin Sumi. And you'll notice the cover art and the shot style of that video is nothing like you've ever seen before on this channel. Normally we do reviews, game shows, lives, all that good stuff, Q&A. But as we go into a new season, I've had plenty of really cool content ideas that I want to flesh out on this channel. And one of them was Memoirs of a Fragrance. And so part of me wanted to just show it before I explain it. There's nothing worse than seeing somebody kind of overhype or over-explain something new before just letting you taste the idea. And so this video would have been released before we jumped into it, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to script it. Let's just jump right in, flush out the idea, because the whole idea is based around a very improv approach to memoirs, reviews, and things like that as it relates to fragrance. And so I didn't want to script anything. I wanted it to be new to you guys and new to me. But now that you guys have tasted it for one episode, I wanted to kind of do this trailer real quick and tell you a little bit about where the idea came from. So SparkoCam is quite boring as far as content is concerned. You know, we go like a grocery list to all these content creators, and we're just looking for top 10 lists of any kind. We'll take anything anyone has to offer. Obviously, if it fits the season you're in, thumbs up, but you're willing to go past that and see top seasons and top clones and top houses and niche only and inspiration only and designer only. And it gets very transactional on such a surface level with fragrance. And some of the best things I've experienced in fragrance have come from experiences I've had beyond the screen, with people, with the fragrances, with the houses, with the retail stores. There's a lot of stuff to living a life with fragrance as a collector that you don't get to see and you don't get to experience in lists. Now, I don't want to talk about what's relevant. I don't want to talk about what the analytics are asking for. You guys know me. I'm an artist before I got into fragrance. I'm an artist in fragrance. And so, you know, I'm financially okay. Sure, whatever happens with the channel will be awesome, but I'll never sacrifice a genuine pursuit of not only authenticity, but creativity in the fragrance space. And what allows me to do that very freely is I don't need it. It could go away tomorrow. I'll be okay. God's got me. But I do want to explain a little bit my idea behind this, because the intention of this is not for clicks, views, anything other than just my own creative continuance on this channel. Memoirs of a Fragrance. We often hear these lists and consolidated snapshot reviews of fragrances, and it's quite boring. It is very helpful and resourceful for a shopper, but the things that make me love fragrance are so many things beyond the purchasing process, the opening, the dry down. There's more to it. They're to be experienced in a multi-sensory way. And even in reviews, there's kind of these flagship things that we look for: projection, sillage, longevity, uniqueness, accuracy, complexity, seasons, age, utility, versatility, occasion. We just check all these boxes and then we cut the camera off. And there's so much more to be explained about a fragrance, so much so that I freestyle all my videos. They're not scripted in any way. It's one take. All the special effects, transitions, and everything you guys see are impromptu, on the spot, live with a control board. And I don't know what I'm gonna go into with a fragrance. I try to be resourceful and give you guys the stuff you're looking for, but you'll notice really quickly on my channel, I try to do more than that. I try to make it so that by the end of the video, you don't need to binge videos on SparkoCam on that fragrance. You really feel a sense of certainty in where your head's at with the fragrance, but you also get maybe some value in your own life personally outside of fragrance. I make you think about more than just fragrance, but even within the fragrance space, I make you think about more things than what the SparkoCam is pushing down your throat, which is the basics, you know what I'm saying? And so this idea was like, I want to talk about a fragrance without using all of the flagship things everyone's looking for. I don't want to talk about how long it lasts. I don't want to talk about the season. I want to just tell stories of experiences I've had with the fragrance personally to give you guys a different picture on how to value and appreciate fragrances. Because I think all too often it becomes about how many bottles can we collect, how much versatility do we have, how much stuff do we have that the popular people are wearing, how much does our bottles cost, all these different things that quite honestly are very low on the list of priorities for me in my fragrance journey. And so when I'm doing Memoirs of a Fragrance, you won't hear me say any of those buzzwords. I'm just gonna tell a story about an experience I have with the fragrance, and from an improv standpoint, anything that sticks out to me as I'm telling that story that might be of value to me or to you, I'm gonna share it. And when I run out of things to say, blow the candle out, turn the camera off. But hopefully this gives you a different lens on how to appreciate fragrances individually. I'm only gonna speak on fragrances I own and that I have unique experiences with. And hopefully that does help you in a resourceful way to decide if you would like that fragrance. But maybe more importantly, it will show you other value outside of the typical things you look for that might push you towards the fragrance, which is cool. I'm hoping it still brings you guys value in some way, but really this is just an artistic expression. That's why I changed the scenery. It's a way for me to appreciate fragrances that I own more, help you guys in how you navigate, and also help you to use fragrances to get incredible experiences like I've had and really just enjoy this. This is a blessing, guys, that we get to participate. Doesn't matter what color you are, what your financial background is. I feel like we're in a sweet time where everybody can tap into fragrances of all levels, of all price points, of all beauty, and get great experiences. You're not left out because you don't own a Roja or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You're not having a lesser experience than somebody. You can have an incredible experience where you are. So I hope you guys enjoy Memoirs of a Fragrance. If you have any feedback, that'd be awesome. But I hope this is another piece to this channel that allows my content to stand out from other people, bring you guys value and entertainment, and to help me in my own journey enjoy fragrance. Thank you.